So I think if not already, then perhaps a couple more weeks, I would have been doing this show for about 30 months, so 2.5 years. Because I think I did the first episode in like early December of 2019. So I've been at this for a while. What is that? 30 times 4, 120 episodes? That sounds about right. I've probably done about. Actually, if you include bonuses, it's probably more like 140 episodes. But the thing is that I've come to learn that there's about. When it comes to the news, you have 3 different kinds of weeks. You have what most weeks are, and it's a week where like 2 or 3 things happened. And so it's not a lot, but like you have something to talk about. You have the next most common thing, which is like really nothing happened, and I have to kind of wing it for that week. And then you have the least common type of week, which is like a lot happens and like enough happens. Like I'm talking like 2 hours, and that doesn't happen very often. Oh, fuck! I have to decline this call for now because I want. I gotta do the show. Um, this is the second kind. This is actually a really good example of the second kind because I checked the forums, I scanned Ron. There's been nothing. There's been nothing. Nothing's happened. Like I think Kev made a new alliance with some people, and like that's it. Like Kev made a new alliance. I guess he's out of the Johnsons now. And is that it? I think that's it. So a final call: politics and war. Endless topics need to go over for politics and war. Because it's been because clock and back rooms, they're still fighting each other. Um, I want to say. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm tired. I saw they're still scrapping, although I don't think it's going anywhere. I forgot about uranium, and I'm getting beige cycled. I'm happy that I like clock. I think now with Hand of Fate being gone, Cataclysm is like the best alliance in clock. I think the quality, like I think Eclipse has some size, but they're kind of iffy. And I'm under the impression that Weebinism and Aurora are also kind of iffy. But if you're getting base cycled, then they're probably doing fine. Because Aurora, like, to base cycle requires a certain level of something, either experience or being able to follow orders, and that requires activity. So if you can base cycle, then like you're doing pretty good. You're like 60. You're like ahead of like 60% of the other game immediately if you can just fucking base cycle. The fighting probably is slightly worse than Normandy Landing. Just saying, I don't think that's true. I think Clock's probably hitting. Maybe for the back rooms, it's slightly worse than Normandy, but I think Clock's doing just fine. Yes, it does require discipline because number one, because if people tell you to not beige, you have to have the discipline to not beige. But you also have to be active to not beige. Like it seems obvious, but it's really not. How many wars have we seen in the past like year between major alliances where they weren't beige cycling when it would have made sense for them to? A bunch. But what's Decagon saying? Truthfully, this war is highlighting the improvements to C score change down declare. Yeah. I've only been cycled properly once since Dallas. I cannot remember the last time that I've been beige cycled, and I'm in Hand of Fate. And before I was in Hand of Fate, I was in KT. I think it was Impale's last time. I think so. And you know what's really fucking crazy about that? we have fought everyone since then. Rose, TKR, the Syndicate. We have fought everyone. And the last time I was base cycled was Impios last time that I can remember. Like, bruh. We need to bring back the shot game for everyone. MPO's last time was brought up. Yeah. Kim straight up hit a dude half his size during Hollywood versus Circus. Oh yeah, that's going on. I need to talk. Yeah, okay, that's the thing. Thank you, Darkblade. Circus was hitting TKR. I think it was a raid or a couple raids, and TKR like blitzed them. Oh, they were hitting Grumpy TKR. Okay, so there you go. I in the declaration of war thread, I think I saw some people who were like, but I don't know. I mean, it's hard. I can't really criticize an alliance for attacking someone who's attacking them. Like, it's kind of diplomacy 101. So the declaration of war reason was, this is how we can say mills. This is the clock we're done fighting one now. Okay. Trying to think. Did anything? I don't think anything else has happened. Lots of talk on the forum. Actually, not as much talk. Actually, I revived the main thread a little bit because the other day I made a post that people liked for some reason. And that got some back and forth. We're hitting Rose. Are you? That would be it. Okay. If you guys hit Rose, I take it back. Okay, that's my position. If TKR decides to be based and hit Rose, they have redeemed themselves from what they've done with this thing. Hitting Rose is always the right decision. That needs to be. We need to make it so that whenever someone has an FA blunder, the way to redeem themselves is to just hit Rose. Rather, you're a big alliance like TKR, which can actually probably like hit Rose and do a lot of damage, or rather you're like a 40-man micro with a bunch of city 15s, and like it would be suicide. No matter what it is, no matter how hard you lose or if you win, just hit Rose and you're redeemed. Okay? That is my proclamation on June 6th, 9/11, 9/11 p.m. It's actually 9/12. On my computer, it's 9/11. On my phone, it's 9/12. At 9/12 on June 4th of 2022, if you do a fucky wucky and you feel bad, just pluck a rose petal and we good. There you go. Oh shoot! Now I know that Thalmor is Eastern Standard Time. Yes, I am Eastern Standard. You should have known this already. Well, actually, I guess not. But yes, I'm Eastern Standard Time. I'm Eastern boy. Actually, Vass, Kentucky is cut in half between Eastern Time and Central Time. I live in the part that is on Eastern Time. Thalmor, thoughts on Hands of the Fates' future? I said it 2 weeks ago, and I will say it again. I didn't really like leaving Clock, and there were some reasons why we did, and I outlined what those were, but like I would like to actually rejoin Clock later this year. So we're heading to farm. That's our plan. Yeah, I'm making like obviously being militarized hurts, but I'm still making hella cash. I'm making hella ammo right now. I think some of us are making steel. Like it's good. It's good right now. We're making hella cash. What are your thoughts on Neo UPN? What? What's Neo UPN? You mean UPN like since they've gotten good since like Underlord left? I don't know if Underlord leaving made UPN better, but if you told me to pick if you asked me where did UPN start to turn around, that's where I would say when Underlord left or got kicked or whatever happened. Because now, like UPN went from an alliance that's like, why are they still here? Shouldn't they be disbanded? To like, actually, they're okay now. Okay, Decagon says, would it be fair to say that the reasons eclipse the pros? And yeah, I said it before, and I'll say it again. I think that was part of it was the beef between Horse and Dennison and Vine and Pascal, the completely arbitrary beef that meant nothing, that went on for way too longer than what was necessary. That everyone in the block and probably people outside of it were telling them to squash it, and they were like, no. Let me go ahead and post the Unity flag again, just because it's been brought up. I forgot what I named the Unity flag. I can't fucking find it now. There it is. This isn't actually it. This is a beta version of it, but I don't want to go digging for the actual final version. So please enjoy the beta version of the Eclipse Hand of Fate Unity flag. I hope you guys like it. The hand is bigger and it's a bit off center, but it's still the same flag. And the other two reasons why we left Clock, from my understanding, was greater flexibility in general, and we just wanted to see like what opportunities were available to us if we left or something like that. I think that was basically the gist of it. Which are those valid reasons? Yes, I guess. But like I don't know. I liked Clock. I liked Cataclysm in particular. I liked Clock. And I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a cooperative guy, and that's why I feel that way. Okay. When are we going to see the Hand of Fate's Camelot Treaty? Probably never, because I don't think Horse would go for it, or Duck, or Dennison, or Vass. Like, I don't think anyone in Gov would want to be allied to Camelot. Okay, look. I consider myself friendly with Epi, and I do like defend Camelot whenever people are on the smashed Camelot train, because I think it's boring to be a part of that train when everyone else is on it. But like, I personally wouldn't want to be allied to Camelot because they have such like, it's like every 4 months something happens, you know, and it seems unstable. So I would want to be a part of it, and I think it's how most of the game feels. And I mean, and it's frustrating because like Camelot's not bad. They actually like they can scrap. Their econ I think is probably shot to hell, but like they can scrap, man. Like they can fight. They're not really incompetent, but they're politically kind of unstable. So what are you going to do? What else is happening? UP whenever disband because we're far too stubborn. Well, and that's what happens when you're like really old. I am way behind in the chat, guys, so be patient with me. UPN whenever disband because we're far too stubborn. Well, UPN has the benefit of like they come from before politics and war, and they've known each other a long time. And it seems like alliances like that have disbanded, but I think UPN that helps stake them to like existence. It's like it's the tether to life is that fact. You going to talk about this? I don't think there's anything to talk about. Kev being in the alliance, okay, he can have fun. I don't really care. Lefty joined it, and I think some other people. Good luck to them. What's the most overrated top 50 alliance? That is an interesting question, and it is so interesting. I am going to look it up. Of course, my phone doesn't want to work. That's awesome. I love it when my phone doesn't want to work, you guys. Hey, we made it 20 minutes, and I'm not even I'm like, I don't even feel like I'm close to done. Thank you guys. You guys have helped extend the show tonight, and I really appreciate it. Oh, and that's awesome. I put in the fucking thing to pull up the nation lit, the politics and war, and doesn't even want to load. That's awesome. I fucking love that my phone. Oh, now it's as soon as I put the phone down, then it starts to load. Okay. I think Rose is overrated because they should be able to fight better than what they do, but they can't for some reason. And it's like, I don't know though. The Syndicate has also been pretty bad. Like TKR has done a good job keeping their edge through the years. Like TKR is always like even in the damage done to the community in the wake of the war that I will go unnamed, that we all know what it is. Like they still kept their edge pretty well. So like TKR just definitely deserves the glory of being like one of the main alliances, Rose, I don't think Rose does. The Syndicate is getting to that point where they also don't deserve it anymore. Cause like they got hella cash, but like it seems like they're losing their fighting edge, and their politics have been really strange. Like I didn't understand what Horsecock was talking about when he made his call out thread that everyone liked, but now I kind of do, and it's like I don't know. As much as I've shit on them for the Holly Rose Treaty, like I definitely think TKR is like probably the most deserving of where they are. So that's how I feel about that. All right, now I need to move on the chat. What did the beef start over? I think it was Keck stuff. I think. And I think it just kind of kept. They kept. I think then they kept finding reasons to poke and prod at each other. After that, wow, Prefontaine just dropped something from the dinosaur age. I think people were still communicating with smoke signals when the screenshot got taken. So I'm going to open it in another tab and I'm going to save it later because that is some history right there, and I think it looks cool. Make the hand even bigger. I don't think I will. Screw politics of war news. Let's talk about Amber Turd. I will bring up that trial when I'm done with the game stuff. Hand of the Eclipse. Fuck, that's good, Jack. Hand of the Eclipse. I like that. That's good. If Hand of Fate and Eclipse ever merge because the Shadow Govs of both alliances just shot them both in the back of the head, that will be shot all four of them in the back of the head. That will be the name of the alliance, Hand of the Eclipse. That is great. And my Unity flag will be the alliance flag. I don't know what the war flag will be though. What else is going on? Claims to defend Cam, touch the poo poo. I can touch the poo poo, but I will play devil's advocate for Epi and Camelot. I'm fine with doing that. Just because I touch the poo poo, I think it's okay. We need the heir of Camelot to make its appearance. Camelot hit Rose. Say what? Like I said earlier, if any alliance wants to be redeemed In the Bible, Christ shed his blood so that all can be saved, right? Well, in politics and war, people should shed Rose's blood to be saved. I think that makes sense. Camelot is kind of the new pantheon. I don't know about that one. Abby be like, "Hi, Rose, remember me." Is Camelot trying to rejoin Rose Sphere? I don't think that would happen. I don't think they would let him into Celestial. The only incompetent person I met in camp is also the dictator, and that's the problem. Oh, I think Epi's okay. I think he does a decent job. He got to the decision where he is, and he has stayed there despite the whole world being against him. Epi is the Putin of. Actually, no, he's more like the Assad. He's the Assad of politics and war. Prove me wrong. You can't. Thalmor, do you see a long future for Celestial? I think they're going to be around until next year. So is that a long time? Maybe. I think Celestial is probably here to stay. I think they're here to stay. We'll see if anything changes on that front. But gosh, I said when Celestial first formed, I said it would really be funny if like 2 months into the treaty something happened and they started hating each other. But because of the blowback of forming Celestial, they would just be stuck with each other. That would still be funny, but now they probably could find new allies if they wanted to because it's been enough time. Celestial is here to stay, I think, for 2022. I don't think they're going anywhere. What's going on? Is Grumpy overrated? I don't think Grumpy's overrated. I think they're good fighters. So, do you think we'll return to bipolarity or maintain unipolarity? I mean, the trend is getting scary. It's looking like we're heading back towards bipolarity, but like I don't think we're at the eclipse horizon yet. So I'm cautiously white pilled for multipolarity. Pet the Kimmy, meow. Give your kitty a pot. Oh, did the cat meow? The cat might have meowed. I guess that's why you're saying that the cat meowed. Can't get my other cat to meow. Hey, Belle. She don't even look at me. Are you mad at me? I think she's mad at me because she's an indoor cat, but I had her outside for 2 days because one of my friends is like deathly allergic. I think she's mad at me. Are you mad at me? She's mad at me, but that's okay. She'll get over it. Funny cat, let them host the show. I would let them. Bella can be very talkative. I would let her host the show. Jeez, I am 11 minutes behind on the chat. Oh wait, no, I didn't. My thing just fucked up. I would let Bella can be talkative. I would let her host the show if it was feasible. Thalmor, Thalmom, Thalmiel. What's going on? Speaking of the Syndicate, Thalmor, they got a new Milcom head. Yeah, it's Golden Pope, who I know nothing about. So good luck to him, I suppose. 2 subpar fighting lines does not equal a good fighting block. But what Celestial does have is a lot of cash and a lot of like super upper tier, and that goes well for them. I do think, and I said this I think last week when I was talking about Omega, but Celestial has size and they got cash, but they don't have guns. So, well, they do have guns, but they don't know how to use them. So, they would like between Hollywood and Celestial, Hollywood's the bigger threat by far. Maybe not by far, but I would consider Hollywood probably top dog because maybe Celestial's bigger, but Hollywood's better. And it's not. I know, like that's not. And let me make it clear. Like I say, Hollywood's top dog. I don't think Hollywood's like an unbeatable threat though. So yeah. Colin Rose and competent is probably a better idea overall. Like or not, they're one of the more competent alliance economically far outpacing everyone else. I suppose that's fair. I mean, they got some fighters, but like, I don't know. I don't think they've had a good record lately. So We haven't seen DOMs like this since TKR pre-Nightfall, not to be realized, but just one alliance. I don't know. Probably because playing economically rather than just politics. I think Rose has done a lot of politicking through the years. That's how they got Rose Sphere. Hell, they had so many allies. They had to cut off a bunch when they formed Celestial. They have the highest revenue, but they have the most members. Not like they're putting all that potential revenue into anything at all. That is true. They're spread to themselves economically. Yeah, I think that's true. Why am I reading all these? I don't have to read all these. With 200 plus members, I assume there's a realistic way. But like a lot of them have been there for a while is the thing. And they got a big government, I think. Gosh, the chat's still 5 minutes ahead. This is crazy. War flag could be a new hand symbol with the hand gripping a rifle. Oh, that could be cool, actually. Epi says we have an interest in interrupting any spirit right now. I think that works for you guys anyways because of the flexibility. And like I think it's liberating in a way. Smoke signals is oh gosh, fucking IRC. I'm so happy I didn't use IRC any. It looks really it looks like it's from the early 90s. Was the internet even around in the early 90s? It looks like it's from an older generation that I have no interest in admiring. Although Discord's not much better because Discord is basically spyware. So you're kind of screwed every way. Let's see what else is going on. Oh my gosh, this fucking chat is still ahead. Oh. Cat show. No cat show. I'll take Rose, Hollywood, and/or Clock, putting selfish interests aside from the game, breaking up. I don't really see how Buffalo War is avoiding it. I am choosing to cross my fingers and hope that Hollywood and Rose and the Syndicate are serious when they pay lip service to the idea of multipolarity. Although like it's entirely at their mercy, and that's never a spot you want to be in. So we'll see what happens, I guess. Yeah. Hollywood are far more competent. Yeah. I'm scrolling. It's time we're trying to catch up. Yes, I've almost caught up. I've almost caught up after 30 minutes. Okay, bye, Decagon. Thalmor, why the heck am I ghosting the monastery right now? Because I'm farming. I'm hand to farm. Yeah, we moved bipolar world again. I don't think we are. I agree that celestial forming and the Holy Rose Treaty are bad signs, but like again, I don't think we're at an eclipse or horizon where everything is just fucked. So okay, I've caught up. Holy shit, that took a while. I think that's everything. So there you guys go. That's what I think about things. I think I'm ready. Any last things to go over? Any last topics, or can I move on to real life stuff? In which the only real life stuff I want to talk about is just I want to go over the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, and well, more the ending of it. You missed a question there. What's the most underrated top 50? Thank you. I have to look at them. I don't actually know. I couldn't answer that. Sorry. Oh, actually, maybe the fucking thing will load on my phone. I can actually look for a second. Hold on. You guys if you want to stick around for the real life section, be finding articles to get my stupid hot takes on. So that when I ask for them, y'all are just ready to pounce on it. To pounce on me. Ooh. What am I going to do when I'm done with the show? I'm probably going to eat something. Guys, what should I eat tonight? Should I eat bacon or a pizza? Subway. Subway's closed. I thought about getting Subway today, but I didn't. It's too late now. They're closed. They close at 9. Every day of the week, they close at 9 for some reason. Sometimes they close at 10. No, 8. Sometimes they close at 8. There's none that's open till 10. It's really bad. I have to go to Vegas or New York to go to a Subway that's open 24/7, I think. Make a sub. I don't have bread. I am unbreaded. Any promising micros? I want to see what Kev's new thing does. I don't have a wheel of cheese. I don't have taco shells. Make bread? I don't have a bread maker. Broccoli? I have none of these things. I have almonds, I have cheese, I have bacon, I have pizza. And that's roughly it. I do have eggs. Grass? I don't have grass. Wait, I do have grass. It's just outside. I have to go clip it and trim it. I don't want to do that. That's boring. And there's snakes. I don't want to. It was so funny yesterday. No, it was day before yesterday. We were playing with the the splat ball guns, and the guns have a full auto thing. And we saw a baby snake outside, and I thought it was venomous because it was a baby snake, but it was dark with a yellow ring around its neck, and the yellow ring is warning coloration, and the only reason why a snake would have, I think generally only venomous creatures have warning coloration. So I said, okay, this is probably a dangerous snake. So all three of us gathered around it. We pointed our guns at it, switched it to full auto, and we just shot the shit out of the snake. And it was the funniest thing. That poor snake just got completely murked. That was good. And then I stomped the snake to make sure it was dead. So I killed it. We ran up on our ops. We smoked the snake. Did you barbecue it? No, we left it alone, and then some critter came and ate it because it was gone like the next day. Kev will probably barely get off the ground for slipping back and leaving the game for coming back again. Snake is good. This isn't a hunting. This is a my life is far away from being a survival horror game where I have to kill creatures and skin them and eat them to survive so that my hunger meter will go up or go down depending on how the UI is built. Survival horror. Snake were the wrong color, wrong neighborhood. At least I would just have standing in the driveway. That is true. That was a fun era of the show where I had to walk in the dark with the light to do the show outside. That was really actually fun. That was really fun. I have 2 game describing questions you can decide the solution to on air. Okay, Prefontaine, what are they? And do you want to come on to speak on the stage? Back when Rain was the show and Coyotes. It was a fun time. Delete baseball, year and a baseball contest was 15 game requests. I am assuming that the fact that you're saying it accounts for 15% of game requests means that there's an optimization question to make. Max earners pulling 50 million. 50 million what? A day, a month, a week? What's the context for the 50 million? Me and my friend, when we were 14, barbecuing and snake at the cabin, type outpost in the woods, how I became a Democrat. That is based. Hunting animals and cooking them and eating them, very base. Per week. Read the whole line. Okay. I mean, I think going the baseball strat, I think that's a legitimate form of play. So, like, if people are actually on that baseball grind and are making it work, like 200 million a month, like that's not nothing at all. So I'm inclined to say keep it in. Unless there was like a real serious concern over like server issues because of how many requests there are, I would keep it in. Pro baseball botting. Is that the concern? Is that it's botting? Because if Alex is pretty like, if there is evidence pointing towards that it just bots doing it, then that kind of undermines the argument. In which case, yeah, probably get rid of it then. But if people are actually going to grind it out, then it's like it's a legitimate form of play. It's a swamp. Okay. Not the swamp. Just a swamp. Okay. I say for now, keep it in. Second issue. Let's go. Declare ranges based on city count, not color. I think that's gonna fuck over Raiders really hard because it's going to limit targets a lot. What about only down the card based on snake count then? That's better. That's better. People can just sell Cs. That is true. That is true, actually. It kind of hurts willpower, yeah. I think that is. I think that's decent. And then that opens the door for maybe a project to like make the ranges better or something. Maybe. I think down declare based on city count, up declare based on score. I think that works. Just looking for a general gauge on two topics we're talking about. Okay, so there you go. I say keep baseball for now, and update war ranges so that it's based on cities down, based on score up. So there we go. Thank you, Prefontaine, for bringing that to the table. Okay, so I think that's basically it. Underrated micros, they all probably suck. This is my view on micros. Like, first off, I'm conservative with what I call a micro because like smaller powers do exist. Not every alliance outside the top 30 is a micro. But like I'm tired. But like the problem I used to have with micros that I don't now, but it's probably so compelling, is that you're a new player, you join the North American ass kickers, and then ARG raids you. Some City 7 ARG newbie just raids the hell out of you. You can't do anything. The North American ass kickers don't use Discord, so you can't like talk to each other effectively. I mean, yeah, you can send messages and stuff, but like, and so you don't know what you're doing. Your own leader has only been playing for like 4 months himself. There's only 8 of you in total. Like, you're going to have a bad experience. And the way the game is, you're probably not willing to take the steps necessary to improve your experience. Whereas if you joined like a top 50 alliance, or maybe even like a top 75 alliance, like you would probably have a better time. So there needs to be, there probably needs to be a way to make it harder to create an alliance while not punishing offshores. So maybe like you want to create an alliance, okay. Well, that alliance ID is going to cost you 20 million, which is too expensive for the CD3 guy who's a week old, but most alliances can afford $20 million, a $20 million offshore tax during wartime every week. So I think why not punish offshores? Because I think that just sinks everyone's ship. Hurts the Raiders, hurts everyone. Actually, make it so that the number one alliance can't do it. The number one alliance can't have an offshore. There we go. That's the reform. $20 to make a new alliance, and the number one alliance can make offshores. So the number one alliance just splits into multiple alliances. That would be actually interesting. Because what happens to an established large community and alliance when mechanically they're split into like? I wonder whether that could. What happens if like the leader for one of them goes rogue? Like that could be really interesting. So whole mechanic offers. That was a meme, by the way, guys. I'm not serious about number one can't have an offshore. But like you want to create an alliance, the alliance ID will cost you 20 million. So that way alliance can still do offshores, but newbies can create alliances that are just traps for other newbies. What about having to pay an upkeep for treaties based on city count or significant massive treaty webs? Then they would just not have the treaty in game then, and it would do nothing. I mean, we didn't always have the treaty web. Like, it wouldn't really matter. Emerging powers. What do you mean by that, Nilo? Gosh, thank you guys really helped me out here because I had no topics because it's been nothing, but y'all really helped me extend the show to probably an hour long at the rate we're going. You need to give individual players more ability to control their own nation and function outside of the structure of an alliance. That's probably, yeah. The game should be engaging and working the right buttons daily. One triggers to the activity. Login bonus. I'm dumb as fuck. I think what would be cool would be like daily events, kind of like in nation states. You log in, and oh no, there's a protest because the new dildo factory is made from super bad AIDS asbestos, and 3-year-old kids are dying everywhere. Like, how do you respond? Do you send in the tanks? Do you like subsidize so that more baby killing factories, asbestos dildo factories get made? Like, like what do you? How do you respond? Because people really care about the little role play stuff, and like maybe you can get little bonuses. So like maybe if you deploy the tanks, then you can make like 5% more tanks that day. But if you subsidize the asbestos factory, then like your disease goes up by like 2%, and like but you lose a little bit of, I don't know. But your public approval goes, I don't know. And like you would have like the events would alter your nation a little bit just so that there was incentive to like do them, but not enough to like really matter on the grand scheme of things. The problem with pure shit like that is that it will largely become optimized for maximum value. Um, maybe you could have a just institute an RNG then, and like if the decisions are it's just encourage daily activity. Well, as long as people are logging in daily and being engaged, isn't that what you want? Let's see here. All right, I think that's about it. Um, yeah. So let's go over what we've concluded today. Number one, keep baseball because it's a strat, and if people are willing to invest in the strat, then they should be able to keep their little pet strat. I butchered it. Down declares based on city count, up declares based on score, so that Whales get fucked, but Raiders not so much. Even it's from botting. So I need more information. Like, is it pretty conclusive that most of the activity is from botting? Because if it is, then it's the opposite. Then screw it, get rid of it then, because it's no longer players investing in it. It's basically a form of cheating at that point, and it's cheating. It's a drain on the server. So if most of it is from botting, then yeah, I would say it's more trouble than it's worth at that point. But like, there we go. Um, my solution was to make baseball realistic. What human team can play 1,000 games in a day? And would you also increase the payout then to compensate? Because I feel like if you're only doing like a handful of games a day, then you can't really make any money then, right? There's advice you can toss around. Okay, awesome. I'm happy people smarter than me are thinking about these problems, because if the solution to these problems were on my shoulders, we would all be fucked. One of the leading ones is counting a 5 million day and make it easier to get to the 5 million. That sounds really good, actually. I like that idea. Cause I like that. And may and maybe make it a project that can like double it. Like the National Sports Commission or something. So then it's like 10 million a day. That there you go. There you go. We just got it. We just got it. And because as a project, it's even more of a strat now. Boom. Bam. Thank you, ma'am. What was the third thing? Oh yeah. New alliances cost 20 million to make. That's to stop newbies from making shit that they will go inactive in alongside other newbies, but also like not really hurting like normal alliances who need offshores. Oh, but it might hurt Raiders though, because 20 million is a lot for. Well, now they'll probably be fine actually. What is it? You gotta stop trying to protect your Raiders. But raiding is a cool strat. Offers are going stuck. It's only like what, 40 million a week at most during the war. It's really okay. You can. What was the other? What was the fourth thing, guys? What was the fourth thing I talked about? Oh, okay. And number 4, encourage activity with daily decisions that slightly modify your nation stats for short durations, perhaps RNG to make it more interesting. So there you go. We figured it all out. The mysteries of the world have been revealed to us. And we can all lock arms and march into a brighter future, knowing that we've done our best in all matters. Kiwi, you're so disagreeable tonight, my guy. Whew. You're going to come like stab me in the chest, and I will say no, Kiwi, no. And you'll be like, yes, Thalmor, I have no choice. You're being cringe. Kiwi, show is your tits. If Kiwi would show me his tits, I would probably let him stab me, actually. Alright, okay, so I think that's it for politics and war. I'm tired about the game. Let's show us yours. I have no tits worth showing off, unfortunately. Kiwi misses nap time. Okay. I want to talk about the Amber Heard Johnny Depp things. We are now moving on to the real life portion of the show. Thank you for tuning in. For those who are going to leave because of that, I appreciate you listening to the show, and I will see you next week. For everyone else, okay. So a verdict was reached the other day in Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. They are both Hollywood actors. They're both completely crazy, although Amber Heard appears to be considerably more crazy. And what happened was they got married, they got divorced. Amber Heard said in an op-ed years ago that Johnny Depp was super abusive. He sued her. She countersued, and they had a 7-week trial to hash. No, a 3-week. It was a 3-week trial to hash this all out. And the result was the jury rewarded Amber Heard $2 million in damages in her countersuit, but they rewarded Johnny Depp $10 million for his claims and another $5 million for punitive damages. Now, that $5 million shrinks to $350,000 because of Virginian state law. And out of that $10 million, he loses $2 million because he owes her $2 million. But still, he's winning a net of $8.3 million. That's why, Kiwi, you're hearing different numbers, because there's some asterisks attached to everything, but that's how it is that way. So was worth sub $3 million. Yes. So Amber Heard's net worth is now like negative $8 million. She's completely fucked. Everyone hates her. She can probably still find some work, but she's going to be probably waiting tables on the weekends between going to sketchy auditions on the weekdays. So that's where she's at. Johnny Depp probably will not be able to collect on any of that judgment because Amber is probably broke as hell. And will probably use what resources she does have left to escape judgment as much as she can. So, but Johnny Depp can probably find new work pretty easily because he's got a lot of fans and his name has been cleared by the courts, basically. So, there you go. Still have to get that OnlyFans money. Okay, that's a thought experiment. Would Amber Heard have good success if she did an OnlyFans? And as part of her OnlyFans, it was just bikini photos and lingerie. No nudity, no tits, no ass, no nothing. Just bikini and lingerie. Could she make a livable wage off her OnlyFans? Maybe she could, but maybe she could. For a normal person, yes. It would. I don't know. I'm thinking she could probably make at least $6,000 a month because you would have some male. You would have You would have like the supportive feminists who support her already on ideological grounds. You would have some male simps. You would have a lot of people who would pay for the just out of curiosity, and then they would just be lazy and not unsub, which is what usually happens. She could probably make a couple grand a month after OnlyFans takes their cut and after taxes. She could probably make a couple grand a month. 50K a month? No, buddy. I don't see that happening. Maybe if she became a full-on porn star. Maybe. But even then, like, does that many people like I think everyone hates her. Like 50K is a lot. Like there are some really successful adult actresses with OnlyFans and they don't make nearly that much. So Amber Heard, who's like hated, like I don't see it. Like I don't see it. Some girls make 2 million a month. Yeah, like maybe a few dozen do, but like OnlyFans is really harsh because like yeah, you do have some wildly successful people on there. You have a smaller subset of people who can work out a full time living from it. But most people, for most girls who for first off, OnlyFans isn't even a porn. Oh fuck! Wait, no, actually, this video should be okay. OnlyFans isn't even a porn thing. It's like a subscription thing. It's like Subscribestar or Patreon. I don't even know why all the sex workers went to it. But like a lot of people don't make anything because you still have to market it, and no one can market. Well, some people can, but a lot of people can't. So like, a lot of people don't make any money. Some people might make like $100 a month. Some people might make like 1,000 a month if they're doing okay. But like, I don't know. I feel it's awful because you have young girls out there who are 18, 19, some of them even younger. Because I've seen social media posts of people like, I can't wait until I turn 18 so I can make an OnlyFans. It's like, yo, chill out, bro. Chill out. And like they're naive. They're naive and they're inexperienced. So they do some bikini photos or some topless stuff, hoping that they can make like five grand a month just to get their own place and pay their own bills. And they your body's a temple. It's like, guys, I am a square. I am a party pooper. It is my opinion that, and it's not just young women, but young men, they shouldn't be taking pictures. They shouldn't be taking sensual pictures of themselves and videos and uploading them for the world. I don't even think they should be sending nudes to each other. Like, the only appropriate way to send nudes is if you're married and you send it to your spouse. That's it. Don't do it. Okay? Fucking I was a high school boy. All the girls who sent nudes, they all got passed around. They all got passed around. Okay, fucking everyone has a best friend they share it with, and that best friend is another friend, and it's a mess. Don't do it. Don't do it. And these poor girls, these poor teenage girls who don't know anything, because they weren't taught anything, because our culture is sick. They debase themselves like this, and like, I don't know, it's just sad. It's just sad. So there we go. One of my friends currently makes $3K a month on OnlyFans just posting feed pics. That is just okay. Okay, we're going to do a group experiment. If you are on your PC, we're doing an experiment together, okay? Go to Google. Go to the front page of Google right now. I'm there. I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds. Go to Google, and we're going to do something, okay? Go to Google Images. Go to Google Images and type in woman foot. Woman feet, woman foot, women feet, whatever you want. Okay, I gotta type in. You guys type it in too. Okay, now let's press search. How many results do we get? I'm on mobile. It won't tell me. Let me go to desktop. I'm at Google. Come on, internet, you can work. I go to images. Okay. Come on, you can load faster than this, Google. Okay, woman feet. How many results? It still won't fucking tell me. What the hell? Oh, I should go. Let me go to all. Actually, that will actually help it up. 7.5 billion results. There is one foot pic for every man, woman, and child on God's green earth. You do not have to pay $17 a month to some OnlyFans girl for foot pics. Guys, you cannot. You don't, any one of you, subscribe to an OnlyFans. Don't do it. Don't do it. They have nothing that you can't get elsewhere. They have nothing that you can't get elsewhere. Okay? But subscribe to Dark Blades. He's got good content. I think he's doing a sale right now. But otherwise, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, well, there you go. I think that's it. Johnny Depp won decisively. The defamation cases are also hard to win too, apparently. And he won his very decisively. Probably won't see a whole lot of that 8.3 million judgment, but the important thing is that he can probably get his career back, and he can make hella more cash acting than he can doing fucking anything else. I think it's it. In all fairness, she also belit us and caused people to scrub her names. Oh, so and apparently that's why. So that's why OnlyFans is popular, is because it's not just the porn; they will also interact with their subscribers. And so what's actually going? It's actually even more like dystopian. Is that what men are actually paying for is for a woman to talk to them, like just a little bit. Which is some high sim shit. Like go. I am friends with the subway woman and the subway girl. The subway woman's moving away for college. But like I go in there and I can talk to them and they flutter their eyes at me and they smile at me and it's like like I just go get Subway a couple times a week and that happens. I go to church and there's women at church. Okay, I go. I went to the library this week just because I felt like going there. I went to the library. I read some books. I walked a block away to a small local milkshake place. They charged $8 for one milkshake, but I paid it and I drunk it, and it was hot. I went back to the library, but I stopped. You know why? Because it was hot as hell. So I went back to the milkshake place, and I talked to the girl there as I drank my milkshake, and it was very nice. Wasn't flirty. It was just friendly, platonic conversation, but it was nice. Okay, and I'm not a Giga Chad. I'm not a Giga Chad. Okay, I'm a little awkward, but like I can still function normally and talk to people. Like you don't have to pay money for like feminine attention. Like whatever. Well, like, guys don't know how to talk to girls, so I sounded like a creep. So it was just stuff like OnlyFans. What worked for me was you just do it. You just talk to them. Like they're just people. Ask them about their hobbies and like with the Subway girls, the milkshake girl, I asked stuff about like work and like nothing like it's not that hard. Like maybe you'll say something awkward, but you learn from your mistakes so you can do better. Now, I also grew into it. Like I'm 24. Socially, I'm much better than I was like a couple years ago, and like a couple years before that. Like I've had to grow into being more sociable, but I what helps me is to just do it. So you know, you just have to. You're never going if you want a girlfriend or a wife or you just want to get laid, like it's not going to happen if you just sit at home all day. Like I live in a small town, but there's still stuff to do. You have people playing golf and hosting events at the country club. You have city events. Like there's a festival actually happening right now um, downtown. Um, like see what the Chamber of Commerce is doing, seeing what your public library is doing, seeing what the courthouse. Like there's always, even in small towns, there's shit happening. And like I said, go to fucking church. There's probably tons of churches even around you. Like go to them. They're hosting events. They got people. Oh well, I don't believe in God. Well, go anyways, so you can just at least meet some people and get a routine. Like you'll be okay. But put yourself out there because go if you have a Facebook account, find a Facebook group for your county or your town. And that like maybe there's a D&D group. You can go play D&D with people, you know? Do something other than just stay at home. Church girls are crazy. That's all I'm saying. I like the church girls that I've always been around. I mean, you got your crazy ones, but like, but a not insignificant subsection of the population is just crazy. So and you only need one. You only need one. So TBH, I'll never go to church. I've read the whole Bible more than once. Well, I think you're memeing, but in case you're not, like, we are commanded to go to church. So you kind of have to, actually. All right. So there you go. Go talk to girls. You'll be okay. Maybe you will be awkward, but the more you do it, the less awkward you'll be. And then you can become the Giga Chad. And also work out. You will become unironically work out, actually. Gage has been working out is not working out like that's how you win though. Like work out, groom yourself, get good clothes, and work on your social skills, and you can get the girl. We have to do those things. Oh, that's precious, Vast. That's cute. So put some effort into yourself unless you want to prioritize more parents. That is exactly true. As someone who suffers from a depressive disorder, seriously, I don't think work out. I know supposed to improve. So I am not a neurotic person. I believe I am low in neuroticism. Neuroticism is your susceptibility to negative emotion. I am not a depressed person. I'm not an anxious person. I'm not an angry person. Like, I'm low neuroticism. If I ever am being neurotic, if I'm ever like experiencing unreasonable negative emotion, I have found out that by doing some dumbbell exercises, just some basic lifting, it does improve my mood. I don't know why, but it does do it. So that this is your homework, ladies and gentlemen, from June 4th. No, from June 5th to the show next Friday, from the 5th to the 10th. This is your homework. Lift something heavy 10 times. Do some dumbbell presses, find a heavy box and pick it up. Do some kind of light exercise and find either at work or at school, find one girl to talk to. Just compliment her on like just something really basic. Just something basic. Improve yourself. No, like do 10 reps. Like pick up and lift the heavy thing like 10 times in 45 seconds or something. And try to talk to a girl. Just something really simple. Can I call my mother and compliment her? Does that count? Yes. 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 I will also if you are so awkward that you cannot find a good opportunity or excuse to talk to a girl, then talk to a stranger. Talk to a male stranger around your age. Like like expanding your social circle in general is a good idea. In fact, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it might actually be better to have friends before you have a like try to get the girl. So just talk to a stranger. Just make yourself slightly better than you were last week. Okay. Be spontaneous and work out a little. There you go. That's your homework. All right. So this is what I use. Hold on. So if you want like a beginner like weightlifting stuff, this is what I use: the Frankelman's dumbbell only split. It's a home thing. It's all dumbbells, 3 times a week. Hits every muscle group. It's very beginner friendly. Uh, Takes about 45 minutes to do. I don't do it efficiently. It takes me more like an hour and a half to do. But that's what I use. I've noticed results. Um, just be aware that you also need to increase your protein intake to really like get somewhere. Basically, like 80% of your body weight you need to eat. You need 1 gram of protein for every pound you weigh, like 80%. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you need 160 grams of protein. I weigh like 160 pounds. So which I try to get like 130, but there you go. Actually, you know what, Kiwi? You are totally right. You are totally right. Just do the exercises. Yes, that is totally right. Because when you're starting something, it's much more important that you just start the habit and start the routine before you try to optimize for perfection. So yes. So that is your homework, you 16 listeners, including you, Kills. So 17. Like, do some light lifting and talk to someone that you normally wouldn't. Make yourself slightly better than you were last week. All right, that's it. I'm ready. I'm done. I need to plug in my phone. I need to go eat, and we are off. Kills Bob, play the theme before you're in the recording, and then in the recording the theme is done. We are out of here. I will. I will twist your arm until it snaps, young man.
Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thalmor Radio. Yeah, he's coming at you from the top. Oh no, no, he won't stop. Thalmor Radio. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thalmor Radio.
Thalmor Radio.
Yeah, I said it'd be a 20-minute show, and it became an hour and 20-minute show. And thanks